What is the most rewarding thing about having a puzzle shop?
To be surrounded by something you like and love. Definitely the customers and the reviews we get. And I see in my children that they can now see that it's worth to work for something that you want to do.
Hello everyone and welcome to a new YouTube video. This is going to be something kind of new because I have another person with me.
Hello.
This is Nóra from Puzzle Garden, and as you can see, I'm in a puzzle shop, Puzzle Garden, in Budapest this time for the holidays. And the two of us kind of set up an interview as an idea that I had for a YouTube video to see what it's like to have a puzzle shop.
It's great.
The basic idea was to have an interview where we talk a little bit about having a puzzle shop and working with puzzles as a living, because I am pretty sure that a lot of puzzle enthusiasts are super interested in how that can work and how they can turn their passion into a job. And maybe you are someone who can tell us about it a little bit. And basically, there is kind of a structure to the video so that we're going to get into the details a little bit later. I was thinking that at first it would be nice if you would tell us a little bit about yourself, of how you got into puzzling.
I was doing puzzles, I think, basically all my life, but not so many, because the puzzling community and hobby and everything was not that big in Hungary, and everyone was just doing puzzles during their childhood. And then once when I grew up, I just did some couple of puzzles then and there, and then took out some old puzzles which we had, and then nothing special. But then when I met my husband, we were like looking for a hobby which we can do together, because we didn't have any hobbies together, because he was like very much into football and I was like very much into like knitting and crocheting and stuff like that. So nothing we could do together. And then we found one day puzzling as a mutual hobby, and I was very, very enthusiastic that finally we have something. And I wanted to buy, like more and more puzzles, but there weren't any really good puzzle shops out there. So that started something in my mind. And then once we got our baby boy, I was like with him at home. And after a couple of months with him at home, I got a little bit bored. And although it's a lot of work to be at home with a boy, but it's still, after a while, I got a little bit bored. And I was always like, I wanted to do something. And my husband is in sales. Mm-hmm. And I pitched him some ideas, I want to do, open a coffee shop or something like really stupid. And he was always like, don't tell me anything, I don't want to hear it, but stupid ideas, blah 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 blah. And one night I pitched him like, what do you think about puzzles? There are no good puzzle stores in Hungary, or even not really good online shops. And what about if I sell puzzles? That doesn't sound too hard, like sell something like that. And he was like, okay, that's a good idea. And I was like, wait a second. Really? You think it's a good idea? And he said, yes. And once he said yes, I had something in me, I have to do it. Because he said, I have to do it. I have to prove him that I can do it. And that's how it starts, I have to prove a man that I can do something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And is he the only one who has a sales background, or do you also have some kind of business background? Like how did you get into the business side?
I have zero experience in that. Okay, I worked in a clothing store as like a 21-2-year-old.
Yeah,
but
of course.
That doesn't count. So nothing, zero. I worked in IT before.
Cool.
So I was a little bit, or I am still a little bit of a tech person.
Mm-hmm.
So everything with doing the website and everything like that, that part I really enjoy. Mm-hmm. And that was also a big point in my store, that I wanted to do a website which is not like this typical website, which is white and then just the pictures and then add to cart. I didn't like that. So that's why my website is colorful.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to make it colorful. I wanted to have a lot of pictures and everything. It's still not perfect. I'm still working on it every day.
Yeah, of course. It's never finished when you're working on something like that.
It is never finished. So either way, first it started as a website. And at first I had like a budget, which was like not a very big budget. And I started to source the manufacturers and everything, which is by far the hardest part. I have to tell you that.
Ooh, okay.
That is the hardest part.
Well, was that still operating from your house then?
Yes. That is where the story continues.
Okay.
So I bought the first batch, which was like, I don't know, 3 or 4 like big boxes, and they arrived in our living room. And then I pushed them in the living room, started a website, and on the kitchen table, I started to pack the packages. So it was very, very, very like this, not even family business because I was doing it on my own, but you understand, like it started
like starting out something
home.
From your garage.
Yes, basically, that's it, that's it.
And at one point, did it turn into a physical shop then?
I think a year later. So not that, it wasn't that long of a time which there wasn't a physical shop, because we realized very, very fast that our flat is, that's not going to work. And then leasing a warehouse is just not logical, because if you have a store, then you can use it as a warehouse as well. And that's why we got the physical shop.
So then you immediately went into like the physical shop side.
Yes.
And then how did you find this place?
This is not our first store. So our first store was very funny because we live on a very busy road in Budapest. And then one day, one of the shops on our ground floor or on the street level, there were some shops in our building, got empty. And then we were like calling the number as quickly as we could. And I want to lease this shop. We have to have it. And it was like a 30 square meter, really small shop. But at least we could take out the puzzles from our apartment and then put them there.
At this point, how full was your apartment?
Quite full, yes. The children didn't have a room, basically.
They were playing among the puzzles?
Yes. Because, my small boy was like 1, and he, of course, didn't care that much that his room was full of puzzles.
Yeah, of course.
But my daughter was like, she didn't like it that much.
Yeah, of course.
And the funniest thing is, because my son was so small at that time, still, he was every day with me in the shop. So the ones who were my first customers, I bet they saw him with me because he was like playing behind the counter the whole day when I was working and packaging the orders and everything. So that was very funny. It was a business mommy all the way.
And then how many hours a day did you actually work there?
How many days was I open? I was definitely closed for a long time on Wednesdays. That was just a thing because I couldn't work like 6 days a week. So in this way, I was open 5 days a week. But I was open 5 days a week, I guess.
And at that point, you were working alone?
Yes.
So that was
only me. Only me, yeah. With the Christmas season and everything, only me in the shop.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty interested in how a Christmas season goes in a shop like this.
You cannot imagine.
Yeah. Can you even plan ahead for it in any way?
You can try, but you will fail.
What was really challenging in the beginning?
Packaging. Interestingly, I had to think about it a lot, how to package stuff for delivery, because it's not too easy, because the boxes are big. You have to do big boxes, and I'm very eco-conscious, and I do not want it to waste any packaging or anything. So it was very important to me to use what I get from the suppliers, like in packaging. I do not want to waste that. So I did not send the packages to to a recycling facility, but I recycled everything. So all the boxes I receive, I recycle. And I do not just recycle, like I open a box, put in a puzzle and send it, because I receive the stuff in like ginormously big boxes. So obviously I cannot send it directly. And I made a system where I reuse the cards and boxes. I cut them and I fold them, and either way.
Yeah, so it actually takes up a lot of brain power to use the cardboard.
Yes. And it was not that easy to find it. And actually, I was quite proud of this solution, because I do not spend any resources or materials to the shipping. And that was something quite important to me. And although, of course, sometimes there are some damaged boxes, but I think I have a very good statistic in that. So it's like every year, 2 or 3 shipments, which are a little bit damaged.
A shipment in the sense that it goes to the customer damaged, or that it gets to you damaged?
No. To me, it gets all the time damaged.
Oh, no.
That's another story.
Oh. And then what happens to the damaged puzzles?
The damaged puzzles, I either do myself. That's a very sad story, because I usually do not pick the puzzles from the store which I like. I usually check the damaged box pile, and then I pick one out, and then I do like that. No, usually I do a lot of them, or I just sell them marked down.
Yeah, that also makes sense.
Yeah. What can I do?
Yeah, packaging was therefore a challenge.
Yes.
Is there anything else that was like really difficult starting out?
I don't know what was the most difficult.
How did it actually reach people, for example, the first time when you opened up the shop?
The first time, the first audience was, of course, the Facebook groups. I made a lot of, ta-da, my puzzle shop is opening. We are opening soon. Ooh. The first puzzle shop in Hungary, etc., etc. So I got a quite good audience from that. And then otherwise, after a year or so, I got really into the puzzling community. So the now Hungarian Puzzling Association found me, of course. And then they asked me if I want to work with them, and after a while, it's like a snowball. It starts, and then people find me. So it's really funny, because I do not have the time, unfortunately, to source this kind of connections and people, and I'm very lucky because they found me, I think, after a while.
Yes, it's also, there is a pretty vibrant puzzle community in Hungary in general. I'm not sure how internationally known that is, but yeah, there is a pretty big community in Hungary with regular get-togethers, and the association is also pretty active as well. So there's a lot of things to do. I think we're going to be talking about that a little bit later. For now, we're still in like the challenging parts and the beginnings. Once you got out of the little shop and moved over here, how did that move happen?
Ooh, it was with a couple of friends. So now I have to tell you one thing about my shop, or my philosophy, or I don't know how to say that. This is like a very family business. So although my husband is not active in the day-to-day of the shop, but he's helping, of course, a lot. And during the Christmas time, he helps a lot. But until April this year, there was no one hired for any task in the shop. So not even for the moving. They were friends. They were friends. We did it in a day. And I don't know, we moved with the car back and forth, between the two shops, and it was, thinking back, it was a very fun day. But
and you were done in a day? At that point,
it wasn't. We did it in a day, yes.
Cool.
Yes. But the old shop was like from the door till here max, or even smaller. So this kind of amount, I think we could not do it in a day, because our inventory quadrupled at least.
With the size of the shop.
Yes.
Oh yeah, of course.
So we have many more puzzles than back then.
And then why did you choose this area of Budapest?
I live close by.
Good. Yeah.
No. It was a very lucky find. So I was looking for puzzle shops all around Budapest. It wasn't. It didn't matter if it's far or not. And then this, I don't know. It's like a basement-y type shop, and I don't know. I just was scrolling, and all the shops which were like big enough for our needs were like super expensive, so like imaginable, and I was not there at the point.
Yeah.
And then I saw this one, and it's like a basement. It has some flaws, and it was not really renovated or anything. And maybe if you go in the later video, you can see how it looks back there.
Okay.
It's very funny because other people who do not live in Hungary or do not live like in big cities, they cannot imagine how a basement of a big building looks like. It's very funny. So it's like a labyrinth back there. And so that's why, because it's like a lower quality space, so to say. But it was just perfect for us. So we just booked an appointment with the owner. We came here, and I was like, okay, we have to have it. This is perfect.
So it was love at first sight.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I think it is time for us to then look around a little bit, because now that the discussion is around there, I think we can just look a little bit and get to know the shop. We're going to take a little tour of the shop, as said in the interview. So let's show us around a little bit.
You come in here.
Yeah, basically that's the entrance already. You can tell that. And then as you arrive into the shop, where would you direct a customer first?
So, of course, the main focus is always the Ravensburger puzzles. That's like the most popular brand. So it's up on the front. Then here in the middle are these ones, these Galison ones. These are very popular.
That's actually surprising. I wouldn't have expected Galison to be the most popular.
It's because they sell very good in a shop environment, because they have a beautiful box. They look very, I don't know, like they are gift worthy. And that's why people choose them, I think. So,
and then that's also why you have Christmas puzzles right in the front as well.
Yes, of course. Now, after the Christmas season, that's all what's left.
Okay.
Basically, but some Christmas puzzles are still left. That's why we didn't reorganize for the new year yet.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yes, and then what we sold a lot of this Christmas season were these book nooks, which are quite new in our selection, but they are very popular. So I think they are going to stay for a while. They are not the classic puzzles, but if you still have to put them together from pieces, I think that counts as a puzzle.
Yes,
still.
I actually also fell victim of the book nook craze now. I also got a couple of them, so I'll be finding out whether that's really for me or not. It is kind of a 3D puzzle.
Yeah, definitely.
But slightly differently. But they do look amazing. Just
I did not
put
do
up
them.
Like this.
I have to tell you that. I did not do all of them.
Do you get them already put together?
Yes, these I got already put together. I was lucky.
And then these little signs actually say that they ran out. So they were popular over Christmas. I can see that.
This one I did actually myself. This one. This was the first one, so I did that one. But that the other ones we received as a display. And then this next section is our own puzzle brand, which is called Pannon Puzzle. And it has also a quite, not funny, especially story, but an interesting one. Because at the beginning of the store, a lot of people came in the store and they wanted to have something which is about Hungary, of course. And I couldn't show them anything. They're like 2 or 3 puzzles from other brands about the parliament, and then that's it. That's it for the Hungarian selection. And I quickly realized that I will get to a point where I have to do my own puzzle brand. It's just I have to.
Yeah.
And also, as I mentioned before, I'm somewhat of a creative minded person, and I had to do it. It was not easy, and it was also a lot of work to do it, but I'm very proud how it's turned out. And then in this series, which just came out, these are the new ones, which just came out a month ago. For the first time, we have now licensed pictures, because before that, I did all the pictures.
Yeah.
And then finally, we licensed 2 artists. One is a photographer, and then another one is an illustrator girl, who are all also, of course, Hungarian, which is very important for my brand. So I'm very proud of that we finally stepped into the licensing part, and also supporting Hungarian artists, which was very, very important for me.
To then the next area.
Follow me this way. So after the most popular is like Ravensburger. That's what it is. And then we have a lot of Schmidt puzzles, of course. I really, really, really love them. It's also a German brand.
I'm also very much in love with it.
Yes, I hope most people know it, because it's a very, very good brand. That's the Schmidt puzzle selection. And then we have Jumbo Puzzles, which is a Dutch brand, and they are also very popular. You know, this, I don't know, but I have to puzzle.
Yeah, the Vazgay is what I call them, as far as I know.
But
Vazgay, it can be anything. Jigsaw backwards.
Yes. And this is the same one. I have some Ibu puzzles, which are also a very premium American woman-owned brand.
Yes.
It's very important. This is a funny thing. This is something new we didn't have before. I just got them before this Christmas season. These are actually some stickers, but it's still a puzzle. I don't know if you know this one.
I don't.
It works like you have an empty. It's called scene stickers. You have an empty scene, which is like a room, and then you have to fill it up with the stickers. And then there is a template.
And then you can basically get the stickers to fill up the space.
Yes. But you have to recreate this picture.
Okay.
And it's not easy, because because of the perspective and in the viewpoint, you have to check which is behind what.
So you actually have to be logical about it.
Yes. So it's not that easy. And it's also very fiddly. You have to do it with like these small tweezers.
Ooh.
I think it's
How
very,
did you find
very fun.
this?
I don't know. I saw a video and I was like, this is too cute. I have to have it. Yes. And then I have arranged. It's still in the testing phase, because I only have them like since 2 months. But during Christmas season, a lot of people liked it. My daughter loved it. And then I have a small kids section. I really want to expand the kids puzzle section, but I do not have the space for it. But I really want to, because there are so many, so amazing, so beautiful kids puzzles. And although I'm a little bit selfish with the adult puzzles,
yeah, of course,
and that's the main focus. I think I have to do something with the kids puzzles. I don't know yet how I'm going to expand the range, but I really want to get the kids as well from the young age into puzzling.
Obviously.
So that's a work in progress.
Especially that there's a lot of people who are now going to puzzle events, and a lot of them have children who are around and doing puzzles with their parents. So there is a way to get them.
And there are so amazing kids puzzles these days. This is my favorite.
Oh,
this is like a castle, and there is a little ghost which peeks out. So cute. And then you have to, this is a double-sided puzzle. So one side is the room or the castle from the inside with the little ghosts, and they glow in the dark. And the other side is, where is the picture of it? There's no picture of it. Either way, the other side is the castle from the outside, like on the box.
Amazing.
So there are so amazing kids puzzles. And I definitely want to do more of them, yes. I don't know how. I'm going to fit more puzzles into the store.
Yeah, you might have to shrink down the adult section to make space for it.
Yeah, no. This is the Enjoy ones. I think a lot of people already know them. They are very, very, very popular. Very good quality. Although most of the people who just come in from the street, they of course don't know the brand, and I am always recommending it that they won't be disappointed.
I do know Enjoy Puzzles. I'm not sure how well known they are in like Germany and France, for example, but here in Hungary, I know that it's pretty well known. I see it in like the Facebook groups as well.
I think I know the guy who is running Enjoy Puzzles, and he's like. He is going for world domination, so he's crazy, very, very, very crazy. So I think Enjoy Puzzles will be very visible in soon.
Good to know.
Yes.
So it's a brand to watch out for.
Yes, definitely. So like last year, they released like more than 100 new images.
Oh
so
my God.
They are crazy.
Okay.
Then I have some. This is also an American brand, pomegranate ones.
This feels like the more exclusive shelf, which
Yes.
is for connoisseurs and stuff.
I like to source also some smaller brands just to try out how they sell, and the ones who you cannot buy easily. So these are the brands which you cannot buy in the online shops either.
I know. That's partly why I actually bought one of these here the last time that I came by.
And did you like it?
Yes.
Yeah, the quality is very good of these ones. And they are so funny. This is called Piecework Puzzles. And they have a lot... Oh, sorry. I'm just showing another one. They have a lot of funny, like, food-related pictures.
Oh, yeah.
And they are so nice.
they're just completely random images, which I somehow love very much.
Yes.
Because it's out of the ordinary.
There is no other brand doing this kind of pictures, I think. Maybe Eurographics had a food-related series, but no other one. And then this one is an Australian brand, which you can also not really buy anywhere. I also imported them from Australia. And these are very, very nice quality. Yeah, this is also by Collison brands.
And then basically, I can't help but notice, but there's these QR codes on the shelves.
Yeah.
What are they for, or how? Yeah, what is the system here?
Yes, I do not have any price tags on the puzzles because I have so many items. It would be just impossible, or I would need another employee to put just the price tags on. So this is a QR code. You can scan it with your phone, and then you can scan the puzzle, and then it will tell you the price and also some details about the puzzle, like the size and everything else.
So you can basically research the puzzle yourself as you're in the shop.
Yes.
That's super practical.
So then we have another section, which is a mind your head section. At the beginning, when I did the store, I wanted to have this little room as a puzzle club.
Yeah.
And I wanted to have tables and like people do puzzling and everything. But the store or better to say the inventory got so out of hands. I had to put in shelves.
Yeah.
I could not do the puzzle club. It's still in my mind to do it. I really wanted to do it, but I might need another place for that.
Yes.
So this is the truffle section, which is quite big because they are very popular. They are a very, very good and affordable brand. I really like them. I really have a good relationship with truffle. So that's dedicated space for them. And they also have this new line. Oh, I cannot help it. If I see it in wrong place, I have to change it.
Yeah, I do see that there's a lot of the new line as well.
Yes,
I'm actually a big fan of this range as well, because they're amazing.
That's what I wanted to talk about. That this new black box line it's very good. It's very good. Here is a little bit of a mix. These are some
assortment of puzzles.
I cannot talk about them.
They're just randomly there.
Random last pieces.
And
then I have this French brand.
Yeah, it seems like a French corner.
And they are so few because I sold them and I didn't reorder them before Christmas. I didn't have the time. Usually this whole shelf is for these kinds. And then this shelf is only for the Eurographics. But I didn't have the time before Christmas to stock them up, everything. And then I have the Gibson brand, which is an English brand, which is also very popular. And they have this line, this art file line, which is very, very, very popular.
Ooh.
Do you have some of these?
I think I was looking at one of these the last time I was here and almost got one, but never actually did.
They are beautiful, and they are expanding the line because it's so popular. They are expanding it every year by like 4 new designs or 5. Yes, I'm going to need a new shelf just for these.
Well, for collectors, it will make sense.
Yes, they are very, very beautiful. Otherwise, they are like the typical English style. Like,
oh yeah,
these kinds.
I'm a big fan of them. A lot of people don't like them.
No, I like these kinds. They're fun to do.
The only thing is that a lot of them have creepy faces. But otherwise, it's so fun. I really enjoy them.
I did this
animals.
one. Yes, and then they are animals in different seasons, and then this is animals in the air, the ground, and then the water,
all around.
So. I did these all.
Yeah, you could puzzle here with all of these for years on end.
Yeah, it's so funny. Sometimes someone comes in and asks me, "Did you do all of these puzzles?" And I'm like,
"Oh, that's so sweet.
Come on, like I don't have 100 years to do even if I do one a day, it would take me like 20 years or something. So no,
no, that's not really a thing. And then basically that's the shop.
Yes,
but you show us behind the scenes as well.
I can show you what's behind the scenes, but it's messy since we are after Christmas.
Yes,
and as I told you, we on the 23rd, 6 o'clock.
Yeah,
we closed the doors. We didn't look back. I did not care how messy it is.
And today we're on the 30th of December, so it has been sitting here for a little bit.
Yes. So as I told you, it's a little bit of a labyrinth.
Yes.
A labyrinth style. And since this is a basement of a building, like this,
it's also a typical Budapest building. That's what the insides look like on the bottom.
Yes. So we have a line until the eye can see. So I think I have in the storage like double the amount I have in the store approximately.
Because did you do all of them?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So some are of course stacked double, triple times, and then there is still one there, and then there is also a small hidden room which is also full of puzzles. So
and do you have a storage system?
I do. Or do you mean like
of like how you organize the puzzles here so that you actually find things if you need to?
It's very funny because, and it's not just for me, so it doesn't mean that I'm like super brain, but once I see a puzzle and I put it somewhere, I just remember where it is.
Oh, that's the kind of brain that I'm very jealous of.
Because it's not like that, because my husband can do it too, and then my employee Nikki, she can do it too. So it's like it goes behind in your brain, and then you can just get it out there somehow. Like I put it somewhere here, so you can find it. No, of course it's organized by brands, and then within the brands, in some kind of categories, like paintings are separate or landscapes are separate, and then you can find it quite fast. So it's not a big of a problem. Only if someone orders something, and then we somehow cannot find it, then we are all like, oh, where is it? Where is it? Someone, it has to be here. Inventory is right. It has to be here.
Oh yeah. How often do you do inventory?
Once a year, and it's going to be next week.
Yeah, good luck.
I'm looking forward to it. No, but we have to do it.
Yeah, of course. And then that's the mess.
That's the packing station mess with all the boxes.
Yeah, makes sense.
And everything.
All right. And then there's also like a little labyrinth room over there.
That's also a mess room.
A box room.
A box room. Yeah, it's called the box room. Because usually we have the empty boxes and which we are using for packaging there. But now it's also full of puzzles. So it's puzzles. puzzles in boxes, which is also puzzles in boxes.
Everywhere.
Actually, those boxes are the 9,000 and the other big truffle ones are there. So
that's basically the shop.
Yes.
We can get back to like talking about puzzle shop things. We've got a whole pile of puzzles in front of us. So that's the Pannon Puzzles. This is your brand.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I have this brand since 2.5 years, almost 3. I came up with it almost instantly as I got the store because, as I told you, that creativity is something that I have to do. I have to do. Otherwise, I don't feel completing my job.
Yes.
So that's why I'm also tinkering the website all the time.
Oh yeah.
Because I can have some creativity with that. So the first ones I did for the Pannon Puzzle range were like basic, like from Budapest stuff. So these were like the first ones, like pictures of Budapest.
Yeah, I know this one very well. I have a copy of this one.
This is like the Parliament building in different styles. And then I have a quite nice collage of Budapest. And we also have a funny story about that. Not in 2025, but in 24, a very good puzzling friend of me was attending the World Championships.
Oh yeah, Vicky.
Yes, Vicky. And she came into the store before she traveled and came in like the last day and like, I have to buy this puzzle for someone I'm very good friends with and I want to gift it to her on the championships and I have to buy one. And I was like, yeah, okay, sure, gift it to her. And then a couple of months later, I got contacted by a girl, Michelle, who is doing speed puzzling competitions, the Euro Jigsaw Jam. And then she wanted to buy this puzzle as a competition puzzle. Ooh. I was like very thrilled. Oh, wow, that's so nice. Okay. And then we got the whole deal and everything. And then the next year in, I think it was in June, so like 8 months later, she made the competition. And then on the day of the competition or during the competition, we had a live stream. And I was also in the live stream to talk a little bit about the store and the puzzle, etc. And then it turned out that she got this puzzle because of Vicky, because Vicky gifted it to her. And she liked it so much then she wanted it to be in the competition. So everything was because of Vicky, because she gifted her this puzzle. And I got so great feedback about this one. And also during the competition, a lot of people really enjoyed it. And I was so happy.
Oh, yes.
I was so happy. So it's definitely a favorite. And this is of old Budapest. This is how it used to look like. Mm-hmm. I really like this one. It's not one of the best sellers because mm-hmm. a lot of people think that it's too hard because it's black and gray, but it isn't. It was so easy. I did it and I really enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. But this one is a very hard one. I don't know how the camera can pick it up. It's an old map of Budapest, but you can read all the street names and everything. Ooh. And it's so funny. If you know Budapest, it's so funny because it has a lot of funny details. And then we have a range of like famous Hungarian artists. I don't know how interesting these ones are. This is like Hungarian famous paintings.
It's, I think, mostly for people who are actually into paintings and
yes.
doing puzzles as painting.
Yes, I think the painting puzzles, they will always sell. So that's why I'm trying to work with some galleries and license more of the famous Hungarian paintings. And this is the newest one. Mm-hmm. I really like it. This is from the Danube Promenade from the 1920s, and the ladies are sitting there and taking in the sun.
So how is licensing? How does licensing work for like pictures like old paintings and
the general rule is that if the painter is dead since more than 70 years, then it's like general.
It's copyright free.
Yes, and then you can just do whatever you want with it. But some galleries own the rights for the prints, which is like a mess.
Okay.
So they don't own the rights for the painting itself. They own the rights for the print.
Okay.
Or for the reproduction. And then you have to license it from
Yes.
them. So I'm still working on that, but I will have some more paintings. And this one is one of the newest ones.
This is my personal favorite.
Yes, because I think everyone who grew up in Hungary knows the Lake Balaton, and this represents such a nostalgic theme with the old postcards, and they really used to look like this. And people always sent postcards from Balaton. We always got one. And here is also one, this is an original postcard written by someone, I don't know who, but it's such a nostalgic text on it, like, we arrived finally at Balaton. Everything is so nice. And I don't know, it's such a nostalgic text. I love it.
It's very Hungarian.
Yes. And then the famous langosh.
Yes.
Which you cannot live without.
Not really, no.
And then these are the new licensed ones, which is a very nice illustrator girl. She has this story about this little fox and their friends. And this is just, I don't know. When I saw them, I just was like, oh my God, these are the cutest pictures ever.
So this is one of these are for the new range. Then.
Yes. And these are licensed. They get, of course, compensated, and also on every channel and everywhere. I have them on the box. I have them on the website. So this is also very important for me to support them, and then like grow their audience, and then with it. So
yeah, that's how it's done.
Yes. And then these ones. This is a quite known photographer in Hungary. He does a lot of train photography.
Yes.
He's very famous for climbing up to higher buildings and photograph from there. And he has like 200 followers on Facebook and Instagram. So he's very, very, very popular. And he has like this one. So I wanted to do like this photograph ones. And this is the very famous Hungarian favorite dog, the Vizsla dog. So I had to do it because, a lot of people asked for it.
Really?
So not everything is my idea. A lot of it comes from customers. So customers come in, do you have a puzzle with a Vizsla? And I was like, no. And then,
now you do.
Now I do. And it's also very popular. And then this is one of the best sellers from the range. This is one of the first ones I did. This is a kingfisher bird. And then
the red hell.
The red hell. A lot of people did it actually. So it's doable. And a lot of people enjoyed it very much. And this is the last one. It's just from Sissi, Queen Elizabeth.
Yes. Also a big Hungarian icon.
Yes. And then I just have some. This is her handwriting, a letter from her. This is also a letter from her. Of course, close up, it can be read.
Yeah, it's so cool. And this is the only like actual Hungarian puzzle brand, right?
Currently, as far as I know, yes.
Cool.
Yes, there were some smaller brands back in the day, like 40 years ago, who did a lot of the paintings ones, and as far as I know, there was a small brand with Hungarian artists, but they worked like for 1 or 2 years. I don't know exactly, but they are not operating anymore. So I would say definitely yes.
Cool. Also, it looks so cool that they are lined up like this. Yeah. And then do I understand correctly that the reason you have all these so that you can replace the puzzle pieces if someone loses them?
Yes. That's very unique with this manufacturer I'm using, that if someone loses a piece, they can write me and then I can give them the missing piece.
There was one of the puzzles that had some missing pieces. That's why I was reminded.
Someone lost 2 pieces and I replaced it for them, so I send them via post.
That's also like such a nice touch to having a puzzle brand like that.
It's very unique because there are not really other brands who do this missing piece replacement service.
What makes the puzzle store special? What do you think really stands out with a puzzle store like this?
So, first of all, as far as I've heard from my foreign customers, this shop is truly unique in the region. So in the region, I mean like in Slovakia, Czechia, and Croatia, etc. There are no puzzle stores like this. I've heard there are some puzzle stores in like Spain and France, and you said, I think, Belgium, maybe?
I think Denmark.
But definitely in the region, there aren't any puzzle stores like that. So, which sells only puzzles. So in this regard, I think this store is definitely special. And I want to think that it's not only special because of the variety of the products, but also because I and my colleague who are in the store, we also really love to do puzzles. So we are not just salespersons who sell them, but we genuinely do them, and we can also give a lot of tips to the customers, help them make a selection and everything. And I think that's also very, very special and very personal if you come to our store, that you can be guided and get tips and how to glue them, mount them, start them, etc. So it happens a lot of times that someone picks out a puzzle and then she or he asks how to start, and then we can give them tips like which sections and everything, or how we would do it, or is this a hard puzzle or rather an easy puzzle. So I think that's very special. This kind of service you don't get in any toy store or something.
Yeah, it's so heartwarming. Yeah. And then you get visitors from all over?
Yes, a lot of tourists actually come to our store because there are a lot of people who really like to do puzzles, and they like to buy puzzles as a souvenir, as we talked about. And there are also a lot of people who like scout puzzle stores wherever they go, the true puzzlers. So I heard from a lot of people, they are like, wherever we go, we look up in Google if there is a puzzle store, and then we visit it, and then we buy a puzzle as a souvenir. It doesn't have to be a puzzle about the specific country or something, or the city, but they just buy a puzzle from that store, and then they knew I bought it in Hungary. So yeah, a lot of people do
you have some special stories of who came to visit?
Yes, during the World Championships, there was a couple from Colombia, I think, who especially came to Hungary to visit my store.
That's so sweet.
Yes, they came especially. They said they were like, if they are in Europe, they have to travel all around, and then they heard about my store in Budapest, and then they visited Budapest to visit my store. Yes, and they bought a few puzzles.
Yeah, I can imagine. If they make the trip all the way here, then definitely it's worth it buying a couple of puzzles.
For example, during the European Championship, there were a lot of people competing, and they bought some puzzles, and then I shipped it to them. To their country, yes. Cool. Because it's always a problem when someone's traveling that they do not have the suitcase space.
Yeah, of course. That's a very familiar problem.
Yes. But I know now a lot of tips in that regard too. So, like putting them all together in the boxes like
that is one of the best life hacks to actually open up the box and put it into each other.
Yes.
Yeah. What kind of customers actually come to a store like this? What is your general customer base?
It's different. They are the hardcore puzzle people in the Hungarian puzzling community, of course. I have also a lot of customers who just walk by and then see the shop and then come in, and it's usually actually older people who say that they did a lot of puzzles when they were young, and then wow, they didn't know that this hobby is like having a renaissance, so to say, because I think puzzling is very much rising these days. I feel like it.
Do you think that just because of the sales going up, or is that something else that you just notice?
No, I see it on social media, and I hear it also from the customers that they they looked for a hobby which they can do, which is like a calming hobby and an offline hobby, which is, I think, getting very popular to have an offline hobby. Or screen-free.
Yes. Yeah, that's definitely cool.
Hobby. and they found puzzling to be the perfect hobby for that. And I see it. I think like every day there is someone who says, I just found it, and I did one puzzle, and then they come back some days later, and I have to have more. I have to do more. I have to do more. So it's definitely addicting. And then I did this package point thing in my shop where you can ship packages and receive packages from, and because of that, a lot of people also came into the store who would otherwise never come in.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are returning customers now.
Really?
Yes, because they saw the shop and then, okay, I might try a puzzle. Let's see. And then they come back some days later.
Amazing.
Again, I have to have another one. It was
Amazing.
so fun. So I think more and more people are really joining the puzzling club.
Yes. Yeah, and that's something that we definitely want. It's such a good hobby, as also shown by the existence of this shop. And then what do the customers usually reach for in the shop? Like you were saying that Ravensburger puzzles definitely are dominant because that's the most known one.
Yes.
But is there like a specific customer type that buys a specific puzzle?
Usually the ones who are not that much into puzzling, who are like I'm doing a puzzle a year, for example, around Christmas time, they usually buy the city or the landscape puzzles. That's how it is, and usually also the painting ones. So these are the two categories, because before the modern day of puzzling, so to say, so in the old days there were only these landscape puzzles, which were like the ones that got made, and then who are nostalgic with puzzling, they usually pick the ones out they know. They are not really picking out the newer, bolder, more graphical designs. I don't know why, because I think it's worth trying them. And for me, it's more fun to do these kind of puzzles, to be honest. But I also understand this feeling.
It also sounds a little bit like board games in a way. Like there are the people who are very much into board games, and they play with the new generation of board games, and then they are always sad that whoever hasn't played a board game in like 10-15 years, they reach for Monopoly and things like
Monopoly.
that. But you get the meaning that like
yes, they
that these old style things are the ones that are in people's heads, and then they don't reach for the modern.
But
cool
once
stuff.
they try.
But once they do. Do you know which one is the best-selling puzzles, which are especially popular, that you had to like send off a lot this Christmas season?
I had a Schmidt puzzle, a Harry Potter Schmidt puzzle with Roxford in Thomas Kincaid painting.
Ooh.
That was the bestseller this Christmas season. I had to reorder it twice. And then there is also a Harry Potter map, the Marauders map.
Oh, I know that one.
That is also very popular, although I think it's a killer puzzle, so I would not do it. These two were, I think, the best-selling ones during the Christmas season.
Harry Potter.
Yes. What can you do?
Yeah.
And also there was one new Christmas Ravensburger one, which was very popular one.
Ooh.
This Home for Christmas one.
Home for Christmas.
Yeah, I sold a lot. I had to reorder that one.
I'll add the picture here. I will find it.
Yeah, Home for Christmas, yes. And of course the Book Nook ones.
Yes, that's actually so surprising.
Yes, because it's new.
Yeah.
It's quite new, at least in the Hungarian market, it's quite new. Hungary is always like 2 or 3 years behind the trends, I would say, definitely.
Yes, but it has finally arrived.
Yeah,
And then apparently
we had it last year as well. So I already had Book Nooks last year, and they sold very well. But this year it was 5 times more.
It might also just be that people get more and more into the offline, like you were saying.
Yes.
Getting away from screens and just being able to put stuff together.
Yes. I mean, like in the colder months and everything, it's so relaxing to just sit down and do something with your hands.
And then if someone just walks into the shop and they're like, I want a puzzle, What puzzle would you give them? Your personal choice of what puzzle would you want people to know a bit more?
I always try to recommend other brands than Ravensburger, definitely. But I always try to listen to the customers and to try to find what they will like. So even if there is a puzzle which I necessarily don't like that much, I always try to find what the customer likes. So it doesn't depend if I don't like it that much, but you have to, listen, and it usually works. So a lot of people are very, very open. So I sold a lot of puzzles which I just recommended, and look at this one. How do you like this picture? And if they say it's too colorful, then I choose another one. So I have most of my puzzles which I sell, I have in my head. I'm not a perfect catalog.
Yeah, I was about to say that you might have a catalog in your head.
Yeah. I have to cheat a lot, but there are some basic ones, like the best-selling landscape ones with mountains. I have like 3 or 4, and usually they work. So I just show them, and then that's a beautiful mountain. I know. So I have these bestsellers in my head, and then I can just recommend them.
How do you pick the brands that you have in the store?
I am a little bit more picky in that sense that I don't want to sell brands which I'm not satisfied with the quality with. So I'm never going to sell the ones with the letters on the back, so to say. I
get it.
I don't want to. Also, I don't want to sell the ones where the cuts are not very good, or which are very thin. So the very cheap stuff I'm not selling. I'm not selling that because I don't want to make myself problems.
Yeah, I get it. So then you do strive for the quality brand rather.
Yes. But I also am actively looking for smaller brands as well, as I've showed you. I do not have enough space for everything. So I think I could fill a store double that size, which I now have for sure, and also the warehouse, I could fill that. So there were some brands which contacted me to sell their brand in the store, and I just had to turn them down because I do not have space for more. Maybe in the future I'm constantly working on that, but as of now, I cannot really hold many more brands. If there comes a brand which I'm like really in love, then I for sure will sell it, and then I will pass on another one. But that's how it looks at the moment.
Yeah,
because there is no more space I can fit in here, I think. I'm constantly thinking about where I can put more shelves in. I still have some ideas.
Okay.
But I think it will be too crowded if I add more shelves.
Yeah, it's also like you kind of have to keep it in mind as well. This is not too overwhelming the way it is.
It is. I sometimes have customers who cannot choose. And then I ask them, why? And they say, because it's too much. So for some people, it's a little bit overwhelming, the variety.
Yeah, but it's like going into a bookstore. Like you have so many things.
Yes.
We have already touched on the topic of puzzle community in Hungary and the association. And I definitely wanted to know a little bit about how you work together with the association, if you do at all, and how speed puzzling in general has shaped the community around here.
I'm one of the biggest supporters of the Hungarian Puzzling Association. So every event we are there. We also sell our puzzles there, and I'm also supporting them in like providing puzzles, or for example, for one of the Hungarian championships, one of the prizes was one of our puzzles, and there is going to be a national puzzling marathon. No, not international puzzling marathon. Yes. which is going to be the first one because it's now not a national but an international one. So everyone from around the world can participate. And this is going to be, I think, in
July.
July.
Sometime in July.
Sometime
I will add the
during
date
the
here.
summer, yes. And then I'm going to support that event. I cannot tell more, but I'm going to. So that is going to be fun. And I think we are going to sell there as well. I think yes, because on the European Championship there was no selling, unfortunately. So we couldn't be there with a stall. But this one we will be there. And I think the speed puzzling thing is also getting to be known, and I'm also promoting the events. So I'm putting in the packages which I'm sending out some flyers for every event and everything. So it's getting popular event by event. So I see on the first nationals there were not that many people as on the next one, and on the last one there were like double the amount of people like before. And even people who like not really into the competition, just being there for fun, they are also attending, which is, I think, very great, because these kind of competitions are not, I think they are not about winning. They are more about the participation and your goal to finish the puzzle in time, which for me is perfectly enough. So finishing it on time, that's for me is absolutely enough. So I think they are going strong.
And do you speed puzzle yourself?
I do, but only at the events, which says a lot. So I'm not practicing. I'm just hoping for the best.
Yeah, that's also ties in with what I actually wanted to ask, is like a personal question of like running a puzzle shop and everything. Do you actually get to puzzle yourself? Do you still puzzle?
I always say I did more puzzles before the puzzle shop because I have more time. But I try to do puzzles once in a while, but before the Christmas season, it's impossible. But now during the Christmas holiday, I did already 2 in 2 days. So I'm very proud of myself.
Great.
So finally, I could do some puzzles. I'm planning on doing more because I really, really love to do them. So, and also with my husband again.
Yeah, exactly. That would have been my next question. If you still puzzle together, because in the beginning of the story, this is all how it started, that you were puzzling together.
We do the competitions together. So with the teams, we are always together with another couple, and it's so fun, and he likes it. And he also participates in the individuals.
Cool.
Yes, and he did it on time, so I was so proud. Yes. He's not that much into puzzling, but he's a very competitive person. So if there is a competition, he will give his best.
Good.
No, he did very well.
Yes, and it turned into such an amazing business. We could talk about it for like 2 hours now.
You know, sometimes I don't believe I did it, to be honest, because if I think back on how hard it was at the beginning, I wouldn't do it again. Definitely no way. No way. But now, since it's now bigger and it's running more smoothly, the processes are fine and everything, we have everything set up. Now it's much easier on another level. Of course, it's still a lot of work. I often tell my husband I haven't worked that much in the past 3 years as I've worked before in my whole life. So like in working, in terms of working hours, never. So because it's also very enjoyable and very, very rewarding.
And that would have been my next question, exactly. What is the most rewarding thing about having a puzzle shop?
To be surrounded by something you like and love. Definitely the customers and the reviews we get, because I don't want to say that reviews in the statistical form are that important to me, but that it is important to me that all the reviews our shop has are honest reviews, and then they are only good reviews, which I think say a lot about the shop, because they are not like fake or paid or everything or anything else. And of course, as any other business, we make mistakes. I had made mistakes during the Christmas season. I sent out a wrong puzzle. One got still damaged and something like that. But we could still solve the problems the fast as we could, and be honest that we made a mistake, which I think is very important. And then there was one customer who had made really a big mistake, because I sent her out a damaged product and I didn't see it that it was damaged. Because, I'm not like turning everything around. And it was a very, very big dent. I don't know how I could miss it. Either way, she was very, very upset. That's, what kind of shop is this? You send out a faulty product. I will never order here. And then I exchanged it for her in like a day. So she got her undamaged puzzle within a day and everything, and then she wrote such a nice review. So I was so happy about that, because it's really heartbreaking to get such a message from a customer. If you make a mistake, it's really, like I feel it in my stomach if I get such an email, and I'm like, oh my. And I also understand the customers that it's such a bad feeling to get like a damaged product or something, and if they get angry, and it's really hard to make things right so that the customer is not angry at the end.
Yeah.
So it's not easy to smooth it, and it's not enough to solve the problem. It's also like the communication and how you accept that you made a mistake. And so that kind of customer care is very important to me.
So that's also rewarding in the end.
Yes.
When there's a happy customer.
I wanted to spiral out from this to that. It has a reason, I hope, that we have only 5-star reviews so far.
Yeah.
And that I'm proud of that. And the other rewarding part is, I've already once talked about that, is that I see I have 2 kids, and I see in my children that they can now see that it's worth to work for something that you want to do. And they can also see that it's really hard work, because they also have to give up things in order for my dream to come true. They are very happy when the shop is running good, when we get good reviews. My daughter sometimes comes to the shop, and she works here as well. She serves sometimes customers. She's 12, and then she also sees that like success and everything doesn't come from nothing. You have to invest. And as I already said, I think in one of the live streams, that this kind of job or work environment is much more relatable to a kid than like their dad who works in an office and is on the phone and writing emails. It doesn't come through to a child's mind that is also very hard work, but they just don't see it that way. They are like, you are just sitting in front of whatever. But this kind of work, they really see that you have to package, you have to ship, you have to talk, you have to be behind the counter. So I'm happy that they see this kind of work as well. So I hope they can accept the nights when I'm not at home sometimes, or when I'm in front of my computer and working, they accept it. I hope.
Do you have any plans for the shop that are open to the public, that can be shared, or an idea that you really want to make come true, that is also not a business secret?
I am always full of ideas, so I do not lack ideas, but I am always lacking time. I have some ideas, but nothing is... I don't know yet where the shop is going, to be honest. Of course, I want expansion. Of course, I want a bigger store. Of course, I want everything. But since this is now a family thing for us, And as I already mentioned, I have only one employee, and she's only working here since April this year. So before that, I did everything on my own. I'm really hesitant on going out to be bigger, because I also think that it would lose a lot of its charm if we could.
Oh, the personality.
Bigger, yes. And I could open it, in theory. I could open 3 more stores, but who would work there? Who would be there? Who is also as enthusiastic or as much into puzzling as we are? So I don't know. I don't know how that would work out.
Yeah.
The future will tell.
Yeah, but the store is definitely going to stay around.
Yes, I hope so.
Yes.
I'm not ready to give up.
Well, I don't think Hungarian or European puzzlers are either. Like, for me, it's also a staple to always come here now, every time I'm in Budapest, because as you were saying before, there are puzzles here that are hard to get anywhere else.
Yes. I'm for the next year, my goal is to make the flow of the puzzles, so to say, how they are selling and new ones coming in. I want to make that more smoothly, so I can have newer additions more frequently than I do now. I still have a lot of new puzzles coming in, but I want to make that even more frequent. Because as before, when I was only me, I had to do the ordering, the packaging, the being in the shop. I did it on my own, and doing the ordering and everything was really hard. And then now, since Nikki, my colleague, is here, now I can focus more on the business side of things. And I also really want to step back. As much as I love being in the store, I have to step back a little bit and focus more on the business part, I think. And that's also something for me to do it and to force myself to, okay, now sit down and then now take care of the Pannon Puzzle brand and focus on that a little bit more. So, because I always push things to the back. So my best ideas I usually push to the back because I do not have time to make them fully into something. So that's now my New Year's resolution, to find the time for my ideas and do them.
Yeah, well, hopefully a lot of them are going to happen. I'm going to be watching out for them, because that's also why I found it very important to come here and talk to you a little bit, because I really like this shop very much.
Aww.
So yes, it was great to chat with you. I think it's a very inspiring story as well, to hear how something like this can happen, how you can turn your passion into something that is so real and actually a business that creates a living as well.
Thinking back, I don't know how I did it. Honestly, I don't know. I'm just thinking about as I package the orders at my kitchen table, and
yeah.
So this business is really like small steps. My philosophy is that this thing worked because we didn't jump big jumps, never. Because I always was economically conscious in that regard. I did not want to spend the big money up front. So we always took this small steps and always invested only what we earned. So that's why until now we didn't fall. So So I think that is a big mistake a lot of people do if they want to start a business, that they want everything immediately. So I've seen it before with a lot of brands, small brands who wanted to make a living from their small brand, that they, at the first minute, they wanted to have custom packaging, custom everything, and you cannot have that from the get-go. You have to do little steps, and then you will get there when you can afford the custom packaging and everything, but it's so fancy.
Yeah.
So that is, I think,
That is a good takeaway.
Yeah.
A good sound business advice. Don't overspend.
Yeah, it's like we are learning by doing, or I don't know.
Yes. Thank you so much again.
Yes, I thank you.
In case someone wants to visit the shop, where can they find you?
Our website is puzzlegarden.hu or Facebook, Google, everywhere, Puzzle Garden.
Very good. Yes, I'm going to link everything in the video as well. And thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.